No eyes. No brain. No mercy. 20 million of them are moving right now. Not crawling. Not wandering. Marching. In a column half a kilometer long, with one purpose. Consumption. This is the army ant swarm Eciton burchellii, the most coordinated killing force in the animal kingdom. Pound for pound, more lethal than anything with a spine. Scientists have watched them reduce a living tarantula to bare exoskeleton in under 3 minutes. A small snake, 4. They don't hunt by sight. They hunt by chemistry. Every ant broadcasting signals, reading signals, rewriting the signal in real time. The colony isn't a group of insects. It's a single distributed organism. And right now, somewhere in the Amazonian understory, it is eating everything in its path. Worker army ants are blind. Every single one. No eyes. Not even vestigial ones. And yet they build living bridges, coordinate flanking attacks, and solve spatial problems that would stump a rodent. How? Pheromones. Specifically, around 20 distinct chemical compounds laid in trails, amplified by thousands of bodies simultaneously, creating a real-time chemical internet. When scouts locate prey, they don't return to report. They lay a trail home while still moving forward. Reinforcements follow the signal. More ants amplify it. Within 90 seconds, a column 30 centimeters wide converges on a target that hasn't moved yet. The colony doesn't have a brain. It is a brain. The queen doesn't issue commands. She lays up to 300,000 eggs in a single reproductive cycle, and her chemical signature keeps 700,000 workers synchronized to a 35-day behavioral clock. Nomadic phase, 15 days of relentless movement, raiding every night. Stationary phase, 20 days, the queen lays eggs, the colony clusters into a living mass called a bivouac, 700,000 ants interlocked by their own hooked legs, forming walls, corridors, and a temperature-controlled nursery with no construction material except themselves. Imagine you're standing in the forest. You hear it before you see it. Not buzzing. A dry, rustling static, like static electricity moving through leaf litter toward you. That's 20 million feet. You have maybe 90 seconds before the column reaches you. An adult human can outrun a swarm. The column moves at roughly 20 meters per hour during a raid. You walk faster than that. But here's the problem. The column is 30 meters wide. And there are flanking columns. And you won't know which direction they're coming from until the first scouts hit your boots. The first bites are the warning. Each soldier mandible exerts a grip pressure disproportionate to its size. Researchers have measured bite forces equivalent to 400 times the ant's own body weight. Now multiply that by the number of ants that reach you in the first 30 seconds, somewhere between 10,000 and 40,000. That's not metaphor. That's a documented raid density. Here's what most people don't know. Army ants don't stop. Not because they're aggressive. Because they can't afford to stop. The colony consumes roughly 100,000 prey items per day during nomadic phase. At that metabolic rate, staying in one location means starvation within 48 hours. They eat everything they encounter: insects, arachnids, small vertebrates, nestlings that can't flee, and then they move on. The column can stretch 600 meters from front to back. The front raiders flush prey. The flanks intercept escape. The rear processes what the front has already killed. And in the middle of all this, there are internal highways, lanes of traffic running in opposite directions, outbound raiders and inbound carriers that never collide, maintaining throughput that traffic engineers have actually studied to model urban flow systems. Researchers at the University of Bristol found that army ant traffic never jams. Not once. In studies observing millions of crossings. Human highways jam constantly. Army ant columns do not. We build cities. We write laws. We design systems. And we jam. We bottleneck. We break down under coordination problems that 20 million blind insects solve automatically, every day, in the dark. Army ants don't have language. They don't have hierarchy in any sense we'd recognize. No ant knows the plan. No ant can see the plan.
The plan doesn't exist, not as an object, not as an intention.
And yet the outcome is precise, adaptive, and devastatingly effective. What they have is simpler and stranger than strategy. They have chemistry that scales. Every week on Humans vs. Species, we find the places where the animal kingdom exposes exactly how fragile our advantage really is. Subscribe. Because the next species doesn't need eyes to see you coming either.